Good morning. It is an unusual morning around here. I've only got two boys home with me. Clayton is here and Coulter's also here, but he is outside right now actually spraying weeds. He has to work today, so he'll be leaving in about an hour to go to work. And Clayton and I get to hang out this morning for a while by ourselves. So we are going to the store. I took the boys last night to Sam's Club for dinner. We had pizza and ice cream and got the groceries that we needed. But this morning we're gonna go, and Clayton got a slushie. We're gonna go to Hobby Lobby because Clayton has been really wanting to go to Hobby Lobby. He just likes Hobby Lobby. So we're gonna go there and just walk around a bit, and then we're also gonna go to Menards and get some black weed paper for my garden area for me to lay out around my blueberry bushes. It's gonna be real nice today, so I plan on being out there this afternoon and getting that black paper laid out. It won't take me long to do that, but I'm gonna try to make kind of a little pretty garden area out there with what I've got here, except for the black paper, and I need some staples for that as well. So thought I would take you guys along with us for our day with this. I only have one kid, which is strange. A day in the life of a large family mom with only one kid for the day. Girls are at a sleepover at their friend's house that they've been planning for weeks, so they were very excited.
I want to say the boys one.
Okay,
so
where are the boys?
The boys went paddle fishing.
Yes.
Except for me and Coulter.
Yes. So the other boys and Daddy went paddle fishing. Coulter wanted to go, but he's got to work today, so he had to stay home. Austin and I have been paddle fishing before. Austin's been several times. I've been once before, and it was clear back when we were in high school, and it's a little different now. They do it a little differently here than we did when we were in high school, but hopefully they'll catch some fish and have fun today. It's going to be so nice.
We're going to eat some meat.
We're going to eat some meat. Our friend brought us, the guy that took, one of our friends from church, he took the boys down there, and he brought us some paddlefish, actually, that they had caught. I think it's paddlefish. They caught last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't know when they caught it, but he brought us some meat. But hopefully our guys will get their own fishies and we'll be able to have some of that.
They're not fishies, they're paddlefish.
Well, they're still fish.
Could be bigger than Kobe.
They could be. As they said, he said that yesterday, last weekend, I don't know, this last week, there was a new record fish, 168 pounds. That's like as big as mommy. That's a mommy size fish. Can you imagine catching a fish that big?
Mom, what
So
if it was a small girl?
Yeah, she'd get pulled right off the boat, huh? Clayton couldn't go because the fishing boat has no edges on it. And he's not quite big enough yet to be on a boat like that. If he was to catch a fish, the fish would pull him right off the boat, huh?
I'm not gonna
But
fish.
maybe
I'm just looking.
you just want to look. Well, you'd be stuck on the boat all day long.
Yeah, but I don't
Maybe
care.
by next year you'll be able to go. We'll see. But you get to hang out with mommy today. Yeah. We are back home. Done with our shopping. The girls will be home in just a little while. And I am hungry because I did not eat breakfast before we left. It's almost 10:30. So I'm going to make myself something to eat. I'm gonna just make some breakfast burrito filling. And I'm gonna have a breakfast burrito and get work on our garden.
What? I bought this from the store.
Yeah.
You can open up the lid.
Yeah. Cool. I got a few things at Walmart. I got some coffee, some decaf coffee. They didn't have that last night when we went out. Got some powdered sugar, some brown sugar. I got a cake mix for a birthday that we have coming up next week. Some cupcake liners. And I think that was it. Oh, and then my paper, my black weed control paper or fabric, I guess they call it, for my garden area. I've got some leftover potatoes that we cooked on the grill the other night. We just cut them in half and then we wrapped them in foil and cooked them on there. So they're kind of like a baked potato. I just cut them into pieces and I'm cooking them in some butter. Then I'm going to add some sausages and some eggs, and I'll have mine with an egg wrap, and Clayton will have his on a tortilla. I got the black paper laid down. I went ahead and did it all the way over to the fence just because that corner over there, the cat used it last year for a bathroom and I don't want that to happen again. So I covered it up so that they can't get in there. I've got these bricks now, these paver stone things. I'm debating on either doing a line of them here and down the black paper, or starting here and making a curve all the way over to about where Clayton is and just blocking this whole little corner off for gardening. Oh, just about anything. But then I don't know, the ground is so uneven, and so I don't know if that's going to work very well. I do have my grow bags over here, and they seem to do pretty well here last year, so I don't know if I'll move them really, but I kind of would like to block this off. I think it would be fun to block it off, leave a little spot for an opening, and maybe even build some kind of little archway or something here to go in and out of this little gardening corner. But I thought that would be really cute. I have some more of these pavers on the other side of the fence, so I know I have enough to get around. I just don't know how level the ground is going to be. I can tell like where this bunch of grass is very uneven, but I may give that a try anyway. We'll see how far we can make it with that today. My girls are home, back from their sleepover. What time did you go to bed?
12:40.
2 o'clock?
Maybe
12:40.
12:40 and 11. Oh my goodness, are you girls tired?
Well, I think I stayed up about a little bit after midnight.
Like 1:55.
Are you going to go to bed early tonight?
No,
No.
around like 9.
9? Kylie, you're the one that
10.
always stays up late compared to everybody, and you went to bed almost the earliest.
Yeah, like not last night, but the night before I went to bed like at 11:30.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to figure out next is where to situate things so that they don't make shade on other things that are growing. This is the south side of the house, so everything here is facing like south facing. So that means it has sunshine all day until like once it gets over the fence, and then once it get over there, the trees kind of make a bit of shade. So it has sunshine in the middle of the day for the most part. So I don't want to block that sunshine. I'm trying to keep it little shade as possible. So what I'm kind of thinking, because the tomatoes get kind of tall, but like cucumbers get tall, the watermelons kind of get tall. I plan on doing some watermelons. This is really not a big enough space, but I'm going to go up with them. I'm going to bring some cattle panels back from Colorado with me to make trellises and let stuff grow on that. Last year I tried to use the fence. It didn't work great. So I'm going to try to remember to bring some cattle panels back for that. Or I'm going to plant those things over there in my raised beds and do different stuff over here in my grow bags. So anyway, like where the tomatoes will be in these cages here, they would make shade on whatever's on the other side of them in the late afternoon. So I think I'm gonna put my tomatoes more towards the corner there, so like my last blueberry bush is there, wherever it is, this way, right there. So I'm gonna put some tomatoes over towards the corner there, and that way they are not making shade on anything else. And then my archway will be here, as a little gate to get in, and then I'd like to have something growing on either side of that. And I may possibly put a few more bricks here just to make the entranceway pretty, but I'm gonna move my tomatoes first and then figure out the rest after that. I probably could figure this out a little easier if I knew what I was planting here, but I haven't decided yet what I'm planting here. So I'm just gonna move stuff around, and I can always fix it later if I don't like where it's at. I brought this bench from the front porch and put it in here, and now I am just sitting here looking out, trying to decide what to do next. I'm trying to decide if I want a big archway here or just a couple of smaller things there and use those for an entrance. Then I've got a little sign that I want to hang in here. I also want to build a couple of planter boxes. I have some old windows that were here when we moved in. I kind of want to build some planters in front of those windows that connect to the bottom of them, and then hang them on the fence here, and just for some extra flowers, decorations, or maybe even on the outside of the fence, like one on each side of the gate or something. That would look really cute. So I'm trying to plan in my head. I don't want to buy anything. I want to use what we've got, and I know I've got pallets that I can use for wood to build my little gate area. And I may have some T-posts. I've got a ton of stuff in Colorado, and I might bring some of that back with me when we come back. I also have the railing from the front porch that we took down and we are not putting back up, so I could use that also for something. So anyway, I've got a lot of options. I'm just trying to figure out what the best option is. I think I need to go inside and get my shoes on. I had to take my other ones off. My feet were way too hot, but I can go in and get my sandals on, come back out here and kind of do a little evaluation of what I've got to work with.
Hi.
Hi.
Mom, watch me. 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Hi.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello.
So this is our wood pile. I've got all these boards that I took apart, a planter that was over there. I also have like this, would be good for in my garden. So I'll pull that over there. And I don't know what else is in there. Then I've got these railings that I could also use for something. They're pretty beat up, but they still are good for in the garden. And then I've got a pallet over there. I've got some options for things. What, son? Okay, here's what I found. I've got this railing from the front porch. I also got this post that came off the front porch. I found this chair. This is an old folding chair. I pulled the cushion off because it was falling apart, but I thought this might be really cute to make some kind of frame and have a plant sitting on that. I also have this old little chair. I don't know if I'll do anything with that. So I think this is enough for this space. At least I'm going to use these and
Mama, you should like
connect
plant roses
them.
and they'll like come up on those.
Yeah, I'm gonna connect them at the top there across the bars with some more wood, and then they will stand here kind of as an arbor entrance to the garden area. So I'm gonna give that a go. I gotta go get the tools and the screws. We'll see how it turns out.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
got it made. It's extremely wobbly. I am not good at this kind of thing. I don't make a plan before I do it, and then it usually doesn't turn out very well. So I'm trying to figure out how to, I'm really happy with it. I mean, it looks good. It looks really good. It looks like what I wanted, and it was very easy to put together, but I need some way to stabilize it. I'm not exactly sure the best way to do that, because if the wind blows, it's just gonna blow the whole thing over. So I gotta figure out some kind of support for that. So I ended up leaving this side a bit taller than the other side, and I left this wood hanging out here. I thought it would be really fun to hang something from this. And then I left that taller part, I don't know why. I could cut it off, I suppose. I might get up there and cut that off.
You and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
I think I am done out here for now. I'm getting a little bit tired. I need to go in and drink some water and take a rest for a little while. Carrington is scrubbing the antique folding chair over here. She's trying to get all the stuff cleaned off of it. She wants to paint it, so she's scrubbing away, and then we'll leave it sit out in the sun to dry, and then maybe in the next week she can paint it or something. We've got a ton of paint downstairs, so she can pick from that and paint over that. I actually think before I go in, I'm going to water my strawberries and water my blueberries, but I'll show you what I got done here. I got this window hung up on the fence. I really like it. I like old windows like that. I think they look nice. I just put that post on the corner just for some added character next to my bench here. And I've got 2 pots, one on either end of the bench. And then I've got my tomato plants here. And then we've got blueberry plant, and then another grow bag and my other blueberry bush down there. I put another grow bag there, and I've got one on either side of my arbor, or my entrance coming in. I'm planning to do probably some cucumbers in one, and maybe some watermelon or something in the other, or maybe we'll do cucumbers in both of them. We'll see, but it'll grow up beside here. And then I've got a place to hang a pot on this side, another place to hang a pot on this side, and then I'll show you, I think when Carrington's done with that chair, I'm just gonna set it right here. I think I may actually move it over there to the corner where that pot is and bring that pot over here. We'll see what I decide after that. So the entrance, I went ahead and put 2 layers of brick around the front of this, and then to make my arbor a little sturdier, I screwed a pallet to each side, and I've got another window that I attached here, and I actually plan to get some flowers. I'm gonna put some flowers there in front of that window. And then this one, maybe if I find a sign for a good deal or something, I will get that to put there. And then I've got my other sign right here at the entrance going in. Such a happy place to be. So I'm really excited about this. I like the work that I've done here. Hopefully it will, you know, right now it's a little rough looking, but it's all still dead and nothing pretty growing yet. But I like how it looks, and I'm excited to get some flowers and some vegetables planted in there. So I've still got my 3 raised beds over here. This one, remember I told you I was going to tear that down. The kids helped me do that the other day before Coulter came out here to mow. And then my strawberries are doing very, very good. I'm gonna come over and water them. Coulter still needs to build me a cover for these guys because once these berries start turning red, the birds and the squirrels are gonna be in here trying to steal them. So we've got some chicken wire. He's gonna make a cover of some kind. I just told him I don't want the strawberries squished because they're growing up out the top of the planter. So he needs to figure out something to keep them from getting squished, but to prevent them from being stolen by the critters that are around. Hopefully he will get that done in the next week or so before those start turning. Okay, that was interesting. A little excitement there. The 3 of the police officers from our city showed up. Said they keep getting... You've never seen a cop before that close up? Said they keep getting a 911 call from a disconnected phone. And I don't know, I guess I should have asked him if they meant like disconnected like a house phone or a cell phone. They just said it was a disconnected phone. So anyway, wasn't us. They asked if there were other kids in the neighborhood, so I told them where I know that there are kids, and I don't know what they're gonna do from there. I'm surprised they didn't want to check the house, only because we've had this happen once before. When my husband and I were first married, our dog chewed through our phone lines and the phone kept calling 911, and the police showed up at the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. And of course we were both dead asleep, and they just said they had kept getting 911 phone calls and they needed to come in the house and check to make sure everything was okay. So I told them they were welcome to search the house if they wanted to. It's just us here. So they were welcome to go in, but they said there was no need. They were just needed to see what the deal was and why the phone keeps calling. So very interesting, exciting stuff for the kids. They thought that was super fun. All right, Biddy's giving the strawberries some water.
How much does it need?
You could do a little bit more. All right, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing us work on this project, building all of this for free with no money, no buying anything at the store, because we are tight on funds, and so I wanted to use what we had in our yard, and I am pleased with the way it turned out. So I thank you for watching. I will see you all on the next video. Bye. She's growling at you. Are you serious?
I'm growling.
Oh, good. You stay now. Keep growling. I want. What is it? I want down.
See, look,
Now you're trying to bite me.
Harry.
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here.
Come here, Harry.
No.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Whenever it rains, some of those will grow like 4 to 5 inches a day. So it'll be like that high one day, and then it'll be that high the next day.